My dear people of Ambazonia, my fellow great warriors of the Southern Cameroon's liberation movement, accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade John Akuro. Today is Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025. My dear people, I take this opportunity at this moment because I'm not opportuned to be in our studio at this specific hour, but I take this opportunity at this moment to reach out to each and every one so that we are sensitized early enough and we are aware of exactly what is going on in La République du Cameroon. There is so much drama going on over on the other side with our noisy neighbors. I know the first instinct in a lot of our comrades will be, this is foreign news. This doesn't concern us. We should focus and concentrate on our liberation movement. But I really have a totally different approach to this. We all know that whether we like it or not, we are still connected to La République du Cameroun. And the things that are happening in that country still concern us until we finally cut the umbilical cord. And a clear understanding of exactly what is going on in La République du Cameroun will help inform us on what we should be doing to ensure that we kick them out of our territory the fastest possible. My dear people of Ambazonia, I'm saying this because there is so much drama already going on in La République du Cameroun, and when I look at social media, I see our people becoming excited. I see our people begin to say, oh my goodness, it is going exactly as we thought. Things are left, things are right, things are up. I like to say this, and I like each and every one of us, every one of you watching me today, take me seriously. Take me for my word. Listen, I lived and worked in that country in the government media for 19 good years. A lot of the actors who are talking now, I don't only know them personally, I have interacted with them, each and every one of them. Either sometimes, in group, but most of the time, one-on-one. I know the Issa Chiruma episode right now is draining a lot of saliva. People are saying a lot of things, people are writing a lot of things, people are thinking a lot of things. On Issa Chiruma, I will absolutely be coming on that particular case this Friday, the 27th of June. Don't miss that show. That will just be part one because there is a lot to talk about that. Let me tell you folks, sometimes we have been carried away by Trojan horses. I have sound working knowledge of the politics of La République du Cameroun. You are hearing a lot of audios out there, watching a lot of things, Chiruma up, Chiruma down, Chiruma left. I personally interacted with Issa Chiruma on several accounts and in different capacities, but particularly in 2008 in the build-up to the revision of the constitution to make Paul Biya a life president. I personally grilled Issa Chiruma Bakari. I interviewed him, locked in the studio, two of us, for Cameroon Calling. I know Issa Chiruma had never forgotten that interview. Oh yeah, because the lot of times that we met after that, he always reminded me about it. And through some of the audios that you are listening, you are hearing things. I will make you get greater meaning of the things that you are hearing. Because a lot of the things that they are saying, I not only relate to them, I know them. I know the details about them. My people, I will not sit back with all that I know regarding that country and the politics of that country and allow my people to be swallowed in a kind of stupid merry-go-round. That is why I will devote time and I'll be on here maybe even on a daily basis, breaking down, explaining, putting meaning, elucidating, expatiating on almost everything that falls out there that I know can sway our people one way or the other. Because take note, in the past, we have considered that our people are intelligent and smart enough to know for themselves, to interpret for themselves the things that are happening. But experience has demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that we were generally mistaken. Because time and time again, we have seen our people fall into traps we thought they knew that these were open traps, just open and waiting for them. You see, recently, when I initiated a serious sensitization campaign with our refugees, especially in Nigeria, some might have thought it was a joke. That no, our people know they are refugees. We're running away from La République du Cameroun. They are refugees because they are hiding. They were running for dear life from La République du Cameroun, and they are aware that we don't participate in elections by La République du Cameroun, and we should not. But that notwithstanding, a good lot of our people still fell prey. Some ended up in buses and were bussed back home. Some ended in jails right in the territory of La République du Cameroun. Others are in Boya, and there are yet people who have simply disappeared and are not accounted for until today because of this information gap. This is why I continue to make the clarion call to all our talking heads, to all those who were activists in this liberation movement, to come back to the front. They need to come back to the front. Listen, I usually don't pretend to want to imagine that I can do it all alone and all by myself. If I'm able to reach 5,000, 10,000 people, maybe the others could reach the remaining millions of people that we need to reach out to, that we need to educate, that we need to sensitize, and that we need to mobilize. This is why I will never cease coming here to do this job. Like I say, there are a lot of audios going out there. Be careful. My people, be careful. We have to continue staying focused. We have to continue maintaining our eyes on the prize. That prize is total freedom, absolute independence for Ambazonia, and nothing short of that. We have to continue staying focused on the efforts that will help us to kick La République du Cameroun out of our territory. We have to continue staying mobilized by contributing feverishly, financially, and with all the means we can to make sure we keep this liberation movement alive. But over and above all, we have to be getting ready. We have to prepare. Because as I said before, this excitement is generated by the fact that people think in one of two ways. One, either there will be change in La République du Cameroun for those daydreamers who are still thinking of, federalism, or those who are still thinking of better conditions for themselves under a one Cameroon, or those who are considering that that chaos that you have always known is coming is already close. You can already see it opening. And so it is time. No, we have to prepare. I've said here before and I'm repeating again. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. If opportunity comes when you're not prepared, it's a waste. It will just be like somebody who has gone on his knees and is praying to God. God bless me with money. Bless me with money. And that person has no plans on how to invest that money or on what to use that money for. Then suddenly, God says, okay, your wish is granted, and opens just a tiny window in heaven, and money pours on that person. You're not careful because you did not prepare to receive that blessing. The weight of that blessing will kill you. So your blessing ends up becoming your undoing. My dear people of Ambazonia, we are bigger than that. I know, yes, we are. I know too that there's some fright now that has been injected in the hearts and minds of some people who are beginning to think maybe anywhere where I am to talk about Ambazonia, to talk about the southern Cameroons, perhaps I need to put my head under the bed. I want to assure you, when we were screaming from day one that we will fight right down to the last man standing, I suppose we all knew what we meant, and we all meant what we were saying. That we know that there will be difficult moments, that we knew that there will be times when you are likely to fall. And indeed, we have seen a lot of our young men and women fall on ground zero. In the process, they knew what was ahead. when they decided to put themselves together and say we will defend homeland. That is why, to encourage themselves and to remind themselves of this mantra always, they embraced and sang the song, Mama, don't be worried. Papa, I am going far away. If I happen to fall on the battlefield, never mind, we shall meet again. They sang it over and over. When I watch some of the videos in which a lot of them were singing these songs, I say maybe 80 or even 90% of them who were in that video are no longer alive. They knew it could happen, but they knew what they were fighting for was bigger than them. And so they knew also that it is not always a given that they would be the one to end it. I'm sure it's the same thing that was in our minds from day one. We may not always be the ones to finish it, but that does not mean we should not continue to fight. We must continue to stand strong. We must continue to hold the forte. We must continue to put in our efforts, to put in our all to see that we free homeland. That is why no matter how busy I am, I will continue always to come to this platform, to participate in educating, in mobilizing, and in sensitizing our people so that we stay focused on the big prize. Like I've said before, I always want to thank all those who, in one way or the other, are supporting this liberation movement through my platform. Even sometimes by just sharing the links of my communications, you are doing your you are doing your noble best. By contributing financially to the cause that I make, you are helping us attain some objectives that we set, especially that of making sure that we minimize the losses in terms of civilian lives as much as we can. So again, to conclude, because I didn't intend to be long here, to what I said, there are a lot of things going on in La République du Cameroun. And so beginning this Friday, June 27, I will be on here practically every day. Someday I may even come twice, depending on the circumstances, so that I accompany you with the wealth of knowledge I have of the politics of La République du Cameroun, of what is going on, so that we don't get swayed one way or the other, so that we don't get carried away, so that we don't lose our guard, so that we will continue to stay focused on what we want, and so that we will be ready. We will be ready when the time comes, and we will rise up like one man to take back that which belongs to us. Thank you, everybody, for watching. To God be the glory.